plaintiff, Shanae Siemens, dated the defendant for 6 years, and they have a daughter together. Shanae claims she discovered the defendant was cheating after she found a picture of him with another woman on Facebook. And after he falsely accused her of cheating, he assaulted her. She's suing for a car and emotional distress. Defendant Curtis Brooks insists he's a great father, and he never laid a finger on Shanae. Curtis says despite the fact that he has legal custody of his daughter, Shanae took the child and moved out of state, and now she's sending him threatening text messages. So he's countersuing.
Start with you.
Okay, can I give you a little background on me and Curtis? Me and Curtis was together for 6 years. We got a 6-year-old daughter together. Curtis is disloyal. He can't be trusted. He cheated on me after being together for 6 years. I found out in June.
Was that the 7th year?
Yes, sir. June of 2014, to be exact.
The 7th year itch. You know what that is? There's some theory that men, after 7th year, they have this itching to go and be with another to cheat. That's called the 7th year itch. When I got it, my wife said, well, I'll scratch it. So I'll scratch it with this butcher knife. See if you feel better. That's all. He was going through his 7th year itch. So what happened with that?
Well, we tried to get past it because I found out I was pregnant a couple weeks later. After I got out the hospital, I seen pictures of Curtis and this young lady on Facebook, so I was done with it.
And you all were still together at that point?
Yes, sir.
What were they doing on Facebook?
They were hugged up. I actually got a picture of them.
Let me see it. I know he wasn't that big of a fool.
He didn't put it on Facebook.
Huh?
He allowed her to put it on Facebook.
Sir, is this true? You give me the background.
That picture right there, that picture is me and that girl moved in a house together. That was years
That's
ago.
even worse. What you all moved
That was
in?
me and her were already broken up.
No, sir.
That picture was taken sometime in 2014, 2015.
So you give me some background on it, sir. On your
Actually,
relationship.
me and Shanae we were together 5.5, maybe 6 years. Everything was fine. Like, I take care of my child. I took care of her. She's moved in with pretty much all of my family members. We were fine. We never had a problem until recently, until this year, really. Like, I've always taken care of my child. My child is in my custody. I've never did nothing wrong to Shanae. I chose to move on afterwards, but we were already split up. We were already done. She was
What
already
caused the 7th year itch?
No, sir. It
Well,
wasn't.
I don't know what you did, but I know my 7th year. But you would have to be behind the wall or behind the door or behind the glass, something, and then you whisper it. That's what I did. I was behind the door. I say, sweetie, I'm having that 7-year itch. I feel I want somebody, like they say happens in 7th year. She said, okay, well, let me itch it.
No.
I said, I'm just kidding. I feel better now. That's what you have to do. But instead, what happened with you?
It wasn't the 7-year itch. We were going through financial troubles, you know.
You let that break you up?
Pretty much it did.
A lot of arguing?
A lot of arguing. She lost her job, you know, we were being evicted out of our apartment. So, but she chose to move back with her family, in Arkansas. I chose to stay here and make stuff work.
And you say you only caught him cheating at one time?
I caught Curtis cheating the first time, and the second, when I seen the picture on Facebook, and that's when it was over.
Sir, I'm inclined to believe her because in this case, you're embarrassing her.
She had
Judge Mathis, after I left Curtis for that, me and Curtis got into a very bad fight. Curtis fought me because he assumed that I was texting another guy.
That's your emotional distress today?
Yes,
That's what
yes.
happened? Tell me when and what happened. When
I seen that picture, I just was like, the relationship was over. I'm going back to Arkansas. Curtis didn't know that that was my plan. So he came home from work and he said, can I use your phone? And I said, yes. While he was on my phone, he went through my phone. He seen that I was texting some friend where he assumed that it was a guy. And he was like, oh, so you going to go be with a guy? Then you had that guy take care of you. He broke my phone, cracked it to where it was nothing but left but a battery. So he see that didn't get to me, and he fought me physically. He choked me, punched me, hit me all in my face. He fought me in front of our neighbors. I'm asking Curtis to calm down because I never had really seen him like this. My daughter was just getting out of daycare. I'm like, can you at least calm down for, the sake of our daughter? He still was angry. So I get my daughter off the daycare van. Right after we get in the house, he still fought me. I'm like, my daughter is right here. My daughter is crying. She's saying all this. He took my daughter and took her to his mother's house. And when he took my daughter to his mother's house, he gave my daughter to his sister. His sister came back to our apartment building because she stayed right downstairs from us. And she said, my brother didn't want me to give you your baby, but I'm not finna do that. She said he wrong for that. And that's when she said, you could stay with me until you get on your feet. And I slept on her couch for maybe a week or two. And the whole time I'm asking Curtis, can I get my items? Can I get some clothes? Me and my
Let's talk about the car you're suing him for.
Yes, that's part of it. I asked Curtis, could I get my car? Can I get my clothes? Can I get my paperwork? Because I already knew now that I'm finna go to Arkansas. So I get my daughter off the daycare van. Right after we get in the house, he still fought me. I'm like, my daughter is right here. My daughter is crying. She's saying all this.
Plaintiff Shanae Siemens dated the defendant, and she claims he physically assaulted her in front of their daughter.
Did you go to the police about the assault?
No, sir. I just wanted to get my stuff and get away from Curtis. I never called the police on him.
None of this happened.
So, yes, sir, it did. And I'm inboxing. I'm like, can I get my items? And he stop inboxing me. Don't text me. Don't say nothing to me.
Let's see your request for your items. Sir, you want to respond?
Actually, my daughter is in and always has been since 4/29/13. She has always been primarily in my custody. And Shanae just posted.
Yeah.
Only reason why Eliza Brooks is in Curtis' custody is because we needed financial help in our household. I was the only one working at the time. I have check stubs to prove that he was getting state benefits. He was getting state benefits also, and that's the only reason why Eliza Brooks is in his care.
Sir, did you receive state benefits?
Yes, I did receive government benefits.
On behalf of you and your child?
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Just not even
Makes
a
sense,
week.
man.
Just
all
not
right.
even a
While
week
she was
ago.
working?
No.
She wasn't working?
She wasn't working, which is why I had to get on the W.
All right, you have evidence that you were working?
I have always worked. I was the only one working throughout this whole relationship. Curtis couldn't get a job because he has retail theft on his record.
I've been working.
And he was getting state
all right,
benefits.
let's get to the assault, sir. That's one of the most outrageous things
Can I go back a little bit?
Yeah.
Actually, Shanae just posted on April 4th how much of a great father I was and how much I have taken care of my business and everything else, her as well, since, Liza has come too.
Since what point?
She
After the alleged whooping? You keep avoiding that.
She left I never touched her. I never put my hands on anyone.
She made that entire story up?
Yes, everything that she just said, I broke the phone. Yes, I did break her phone. I shattered it on the ground. Yes, I did that. But far as
then what?
my hands,
you just shattered the phone and walked away?
I've never put my hands on her.
You shattered the phone and walked out?
Yes, I walked out the house and I left. There was no police report filed, nothing. I have 6 sisters and grew up in a house with a single mother. I've never put my hands on
She described that
anything.
very succinct and concisely.
It was practiced. It sounded like something that was practiced. If
what
that's
is
the
it you
case,
wanna
my
show me,
child
Sir.
just came back here. Can I talk
Let me
for
see
a
what
second?
you want. Yeah,
My
go
child
ahead.
just
Tell
came
me
back
what you
here.
want me
If
to
I'm
know.
such a woman beater, if I put my hands on her, my child stayed with me from February of last year to February of this year.
Is that true, ma'am?
With that girl, with the same
Curtis,
that's on the
Curtis
card.
had my daughter for the summer. Eliza went with him the beginning of the summer, and I came and got her in September because he defamed me on Facebook and called me all kind of deadbeat mothers.
So that's why you went and got your
That's
daughter?
exactly what. He didn't have her
Playing games
nothing
with
but
the
6
child?
months.
What is it you wanted to show me?
That's not at all. That's not.
Whatever
at
it
all
is,
what
she's
happened.
admitting to playing games with the child because she didn't like what you said on Facebook.
That's her playing games.
What is it you want to show me other than just handing me a stack of papers? And you
wanted to
showed
show
me
you what
also
you just wrote.
the exact thing you want me to see.
This is the text.
You said something about you have some proof that you were a great father.
Yes, this is what she just posted
Just posted when?
on the 4th of this month.
I caught myself having a moment the other day. My daughter asked me to call her dad, and sad part of it all, she said he must not love her anymore. No matter what that took me through, I still never hold my child from seeing or communicating with her father. And I pay my own child support that he gets still to this day. But all that material stuff I can care less about. Who keeps the child, sir, right now?
She took the child out.
How long?
A month and a half.
So you still get child support?
No, sir.
All right, so you want me to believe this or not?
No,
Because you gave this to me for me to believe.
I gave it to you, but she
So do you
doesn't-
want me to
she
believe it or
posted
not?
She posted it.
Do
for
you
other
want me to
people
believe this
Yes,
or
you can
not?
believe it. You can believe it.
Okay, if I believe it, that means she's paying you child support. That's what she
She's
says
supposed
on
to be
here.
paying me.
This is her.
this-
I saluted that for being a young father and handling his business. This is the compliment you're referring to, obviously, and it's in past tense. I hope you read that part. Saluted means she saluted you for what you used to do. But let me tell you what's being said here. This is what you handed me to believe. But one thing you can't change is the love a child has with their parents, and it hurt me that my daughter hurt because she gotta wonder if he gonna ever come back around, and I am teaching her the best way I can to get through the situation. I pray and pray again to get her mind off of what is happening to her with her father. You want me to believe it all? Thank you. All right, very good. I hope you heard it. I hope you heard it.
You can believe
Yeah,
that.
I hope you heard that part. And what is the car for again? It's your car and he took it?
Yes, sir. It was
All right,
our-
what is it you have for me to
Yes.
see here? I ain't have that belong to you.
That's
You're
when-
dead to me. Stop writing me. What is that proving, ma'am?
That's
All
when
this
he
talking
kicked
back
me
and
out the
forth.
house, and he telling me
Where's
that,
the show? Read to me where he kicked you out the house. So far, the only thing I've seen is that he thinks that this was a complimentary post for him for some reason.
He said, I don't have S that belongs to you. You're dead to me. Stop writing me. And I said, I'm not worrying about that. I just need my baby items.
Read something about a car.
The car.
Yeah, read something about that.
Sir, we verbally talked about that car.
What do you want to tell me about the car, sir?
The car
and
is
where's the car?
The car is in my name. I purchased the car full price.
When?
In 2014.
You all were still together?
We all were.
How long had you been together?
We had been together for 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years you purchased it? All right. What happened to the car now?
The car is junk. The car was no.
All right, ma'am.
The car was in my name. Only thing I
Let's
have.
see what you have that
This is
shows
a
it was in
receipt
your
showing
name.
that I took out a car loan for the car. And only reason why
Default payment receipt, default payment.
The car's in my name. So
All right, but there's evidence that at some point it was in her name.
it was never.
And
ever-
well, that's evidence that it was.
I've never put my hands on
You
her.
sat
I
at the
walked
phone
out the
and
house.
walked out?
Yes, I walked out the house and I left. She never. There was no police report filed. Nothing. I have 6 sisters and grew up in a house with a single mother.
Plaintiff Shanae Siemens dated the defendant, and she claims he physically assaulted her in front of their daughter.
Your counterclaim for emotional distress, how does she owe you?
It's just everything that I've been going through with my daughter. Her sending me threatening text messages and
Yeah,
things
part of
like
what
that.
you're going through with your daughter is what you want me to believe.
No, sir.
You the one handed it to me.
My
You said,
daughter-
that's the truth, Your Honor. And it says here that you've done a lot of stuff regarding your daughter, and she gave you a salute to the past when you were a young father and handling your business. But now, this in essence says you abandoned that
And
child.
Judge Mathis, he's saying that I'm not allowed to get a relationship with his daughter, but I just recently contacted him a couple of weeks and have been contacting him for the last
Let's see
couple
it. What
of
do you
weeks
have there that says that?
to have him call his daughter. He don't respond, say anything.
I ain't accept my request. Nope. Curtis, call her now. You need to call your baby when she gets out of school. Begging you. All right, you
She
want
don't
some
have,
emotional
like, that's
distress.
not even all
Your
that-
claim is dismissed. With regard to the car, you all were mixing your money together, staying together. 2,300 divided by 2?
1150.
All right, 1150 is what I'm going to grant you, ma'am. Half the value of the car, because in this case, it was a joint asset. With regard to your emotional distress, I'm dismissing both of you all's emotional distress. You don't have one shred of evidence regarding these assaults, ma'am. And I guess can't take your word.
I have like text messages that she sent me. I have
About
things
what?
About her like threatening my life, like, and her telling me things like.
All right, did you go to the police?
No, sir.
All right, she didn't go to the police and you didn't go to the police. That's a tie. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I just want him to have a relationship with his daughter. That's all I care about. I don't care about him. I don't even want to talk to him.
I'm taking my baby as soon as I get back to Milwaukee. As soon as I get home, I'm taking her. Everything she said in there was a pure lie. She only want money. She looked like she need money, so that's all it is. It's just a money case. And that's it.
He the money hungry one, so you get child support for a child that I take care of.
$6 since January.
Child support, it don't matter.
You
If
paid
it's $6,
$6
why
since
you won't give
January.
me the car?